Elon Musk and Trump, the biggest bromance, the BFFs of 2024, it seems that is heading towards rocky waters in 2025. In case you aren't aware, Musk and Trump have a very public fallout in recent days, okay? Remember, Musk was also the biggest donor for Trump's campaign, donating to a cool sum of 250 to 300 million USD. Some people even claim that Musk was critical for Trump's success, alleged of course, okay? And not to forget, Musk also posted before on X declaring his love for Trump, saying that I love Trump as much as a man could. He's the leader that we need. And to reciprocate that, Trump also actually purchased a red Model S Tesla at market price and park it outside the White House, just to show support towards Tesla and Musk amidst Tesla backlash towards Musk in that period of time. Not to forget, Musk was also the leader of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, okay? And that had a tenure of 130 days, and when it was time to announce that his tenure was ending at the Oval Office, Trump presented Musk with the golden key to the White House. This bromance doesn't get any harder than this. No puns intended. However, just mere days after that Oval Office ceremony, Musk posts on X actually slamming the OBBB, being the one big beautiful bill that was passed out at the House level, for risking recession and claiming that Trump's election win depended on his support, on Musk's support. Remember, he was the biggest donor? Now, why is Musk so upset over the OBBB? Because the one big beautiful bill is actually planning to cut EV tax credits, EV being electric vehicle, and Tesla is an electric vehicle company. So any EV credit cuts would mean lesser Tesla sales. So we can kind of understand why he was upset over this. And Trump obviously hits back, posting on Truth Social, calling Musk ungrateful and crazy, and even falsely claiming that he fired Musk from Doge, but actually Musk had a 130 days tenure in Doge, okay? So he wasn't exactly fired. And then Trump also threatens to cancel 22 billion in Tesla SpaceX contracts and NEV subsidies. And get this, he's also considering selling his Tesla, the red Tesla that he parked at the White House. Wow, talk about BFF squabbles, this kind of tops it, right? No, Musk hits back on S, alleging without any evidence that Trump might be in the Epstein files, and that might be the reason why they had not been made public. Alleged, okay, without any evidence. The next day, Tesla shares fell 14%, wiping out around 150 billion from its market value, the largest single day drop in Tesla's history. And Musk's net worth drops by 26 to 30 billion according from different alleged sources. This drop is tied to the feud, the EV credit cuts, and investor concerns over Musk's focus. And during this time, netizens are calling for Musk to de-escalate this situation. And he did, because the next day on June 7, 2025, Musk deletes his Epstein post, signaling de-escalation, and Trump told reporters that he won't speak with Musk but wishes him well. Tesla stock recovers slightly in pre-market trading, and Musk's net worth also rose by market close. So what's next for Musk and Trump? As of now, they have a fragile truce between them, and our best guess is that BFFs do not hold grudges. So I'm guessing they might make up pretty soon, but the OBBB Senate date is approaching soon. A man and a woman were just publicly caned 100 times each in Banda, Aceh, Indonesia for premarital fornication. In case you don't understand the words I was saying, it means they were caned for having extramarital relations, okay? The punishment was administered under Aceh's strict Islamic Syariah law, which outlaws explicit relations between unmarried couples. Take note, Indonesia's 2022 criminal code bans extramarital nationally, but enforcement is delayed until 2026. The caning occurred in a park in Banda, Aceh, with each convict lashed in sets of 10 using a rattan stick, and the female suspect was slashed by a woman observed by a small crowd. Medical services were also on standby for the convicted individuals, and the mayor has described the caning as a gateway to repentance and a moral lesson. So take note once again, Indonesia 2022 criminal code has banned all extramarital nationally, but enforcement is delayed until next year 2026 unless you are in Banda Aceh. So MP Gun arrived at an event and there was a man in red that opened the door for her car door, and closed her car door for her, and sadly in the video it shows that she kind of, allegedly ignored the man until finally shaking his hand despite him raising his both hands towards her, awaiting a handshake. I'm just gonna briefly play the video for y'all, just so y'all can see it, but I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it, and this happened in Singapore very recently. This is your last story of the day. Follow us if you like this for more, okay? Oh, and the first thing I did when I saw this was I went to check some of the comments on her social media account, and obviously they have this comment asking, so when will you accept a handshake? Will you shake my hand? Okay. And the first time I saw this video, my initial thought was, people do get tired, and sometimes when you are tired, you are a bit slow to the thought, you will not be so aware. And there was a lion dance there, it was kind of loud, and you do get caught up in the moment, and you kind of forget where you are. So that was my initial thought to it, because I was seeing a lot of negative comments, like they're saying, they were like calling her blatantly ignoring the man in red because he was like in full view of her, waiting for a handshake before she finally shook his hand. But now, MP Gun has come out apologizing by explaining that she was a little overwhelmed by the crowd, and when she got out of the car, she just wanted to find the host of the event first. That is totally understandable, that she wanted to shake hands first with the host before shaking hands with everyone else. Trust me, that is very understandable, because there are many rules and social norms and etiquettes that you need to follow. I mean, she definitely wants to shake the hands of the man in red who kindly opened and closed the car door for her. It's just that she wanted to find the host first, because it's like so many people, and probably she couldn't recognize who is who, there's probably like maybe 4 to 5 people there, and maybe she doesn't remember everyone's name, This is when you imagine you go to an event and you see so many people and you're a little bit overwhelmed and you're like trying to recall, okay, so who is who, so you just gotta be understanding. And now she has already apologized. She said that she sincerely apologized to the man in red for the delay in shaking hands with him, and I think we should just, believe her for what it is.